Pollen is going to be in the air even longer, and it's happening earlier as well. That's because weather and climate trends are worsening allergy season. Joining us this morning to explain is Allergist Dr. Reena Mehta. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. All right. So here we are in spring. A lot of people excited about the flowers popping up and whatnot, but that also means a lot of pollen and other irritants are in the air. How does that affect folks who may have allergies?
So that's a great question. I mean, a lot of my patients are suffering now. I'm personally suffering now. Sneezing, congestion, itchy eyes. You want to be outside, then you go outside and you feel terrible. And you know, what we're finding now is due to climate change, the season has actually started earlier and lasting longer than it ever has before.
Okay, so are starting earlier, lasting longer. Is there something that we can do to try and mitigate those effects?
So a recent study actually just came out that showed that compared to 1970, now in 2023, our season is 15 days longer. So that's 2 more weeks of pollen season. So normally I tell my patients, Easter comes around and things start getting better. Well, Easter is coming up and things are not getting better. So the season is actually going to go on for a couple of more weeks. So what I tell my patients is it's important to get ahead of your symptoms, treat your symptoms, and try to stay indoors when at all possible.
I guess that's the big thing, you know, for a lot of folks. It's so difficult to just say, hey, stay indoors. I mean, we've got so much fun stuff coming up over the next couple of weeks for sure that are going to, you know, just implore us to be outside. Are there things that we can do to, try and, grab hold of it while we're also outside as well?
Absolutely. So one thing that's really good at filtering out allergens is covering your body from the allergen. So wearing a mask, wearing a hat, wearing sunglasses, wearing long sleeves. So all of those things, if you can protect yourself from breathing in the allergens and it touching your skin, that can really help. Taking a shower when you come back from being outside all day. First thing you do when you walk in the door, clothes in the wash, shower, get all the pollen off. Because if you don't, now you go lie in your bed, now you brought pollen in your bed. Washing your pets more frequently, changing your air filter. So there's a lot of things that you can do to make the season less miserable as well as taking your allergy medications.
Right. I guess that's the big thing, is trying to make sure that you can keep the pollen and the other irritants from creeping into the house. Like you said, keep them out of your bed. It might be harder to give the pets more baths than normal. Sometimes they aren't into that either. But all that said, this is something that we can be on top of.
So this study showed that in 2023, guess where New Orleans ranked as the worst city for allergies? Guess what number?
I'd have to say maybe the top 5.
22. So, but
okay.
still, there's a lot of cities in the United States. So New Orleans was number 22 for the worst allergies in 2023. Baton Rouge was number 30. So, we're not doing awful compared to the rest of the United States, but we're up there in the top 25.
I mean, I guess anywhere in the top 25 is definitely going to be something that we should keep an eye on. All that said, plenty of great stuff, great reasons to get outside. So I guess as long as we are on top of it, we shouldn't have to worry about too much, right?
Exactly. Have fun, but be prepared to treat your symptoms.
All right. Well, thanks. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.